Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. When your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Seems a little communistic,
No, I think it's not.
isn't it?
No.
It is to me.
I know what you're thinking. And I used to agree with you, but now I don't.
Well, that's good. That means I'm right.
I don't think so.
I think it does.
I think it means that you could do very, very capitalistic things, which are not communist, and still be doing a service to your country.
That's not what he's saying at all.
It is what he's saying.
He's the one that started the damn Peace Corps and all that. He wanted people working for the government.
I don't
Very
think
socialist.
No,
anyways.
his message was
Socialism.
Don't ask what free things you can get from the government.
No.
Ask what you can do to help out.
Right.
So it's not communism.
Yeah, it is.
He hated the communists.
That's
That's
what-
why he's dead.
That might be true.
Okay.
He didn't like Castro.
So
Something about a pig of bays or bays of pigs.
Pig of Bays. The Bay of Pigs, that's that cool place you can go and swim with them, right?
Yep. Anyways, welcome to the Ad Odd Show. I'm Brian.
I'm Nate.
And it's June 27th, 2019. We're coming to you via the Freedom Studios on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City. Where are we today, Nate?
Lithuania.
We are in Lithuania. Yeah, you betcha. Eh? Oh, no, that's Minnesota. Same thing, isn't
What's
it?
the difference?
Yeah.
The weather.
Same thing, yeah. They're really having a lot of heat in Europe right now. They're having record highs.
Are they?
Yeah, it showed.
Was this on the Today Show?
It was on the
that
Today
you saw
Show.
This? Because
and
we've
it
already
showed,
proven.
They showed they showed a bunch of people in municipal fountains.
Well, it's a good thing they have
drowned.
those.
They were trying to cross the. Oh, that's never mind.
It's not funny, and
No.
it's a good thing they have municipal fountains in socialist
They were
countries.
hanging around.
No, you told me the Today Show said it's going to be 147 degrees here next week.
No,
and that's not
115.
true.
Not
I don't
necessarily
see it.
right where we're at, but like Chicago, Cleveland.
Listen, I'm from Michigan. I don't care
the-
about the weather in Chicago or
the equator.
Cleveland or the equator.
Yeah, I think it was the equator.
It might hit 115 in Ecuador, which is near the equator.
Kenya is near the equator too, I think.
So is Brazil.
Well, we're all
It's
near
all
the
relative,
We're all near
right.
the equator.
We're more near relative than the people on Uranus are.
Yes. Did you know how many Earths you could fit in Uranus?
63.
Yeah, 65 if you relax.
Oh boy.
All right. So, da-ding, ding. Oh, where is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's not it.
Yeah, that's not it. You're supposed to play that for my trivia question. Oh, yeah. The raspberries.
This is ridiculous. You need
All
to
right.
grow up.
Later, we'll have a trivia question, this day in history. Did you know what National Day it is?
Oh, yeah, National Hot Dog Day.
No, it's not. I wish it was. I like hot dogs.
I do too.
There's a company, what was it, New York? They're making a 5-foot, 140-pound hot dog. They're going for a world record,
Why?
largest hot dog. Why not?
Are they going to grill it? They're going to also make the world record's largest grill?
And bun.
Because that would make sense, wouldn't it?
And the biggest bottle of
You might as
ketchup
well go.
and mustard.
I'm pretty sure the biggest bottle of ketchup is probably in your fridge.
It
And
is.
It's empty.
It's almost there. I got into it.
Because you love ketchup too much.
I had a
It's
high school classmate.
It's
who was,
unnatural.
He was in the food business, and he posted something about if you put ketchup on your steak, that should lower your credit score.
Yeah.
And I said, stop food shaming people.
Mm-hmm.
And then he apologized. And then another high school classmate came back and defended the other one, saying that nobody should do that. And he's a professional high-end butcher that would know a good piece of meat when he saw it. And then I posted a picture of ketchup on ice cream, and it grossed them both out. And they shut up, unfriended me, and blocked me.
They should. I'm thinking about doing it.
No, I would never put ketchup on a good steak, but you know I love them on eggs
Yeah.
and hash browns.
I do know that. Gross. What national day is it? You
Oh, I'm
never
sorry.
said.
It's Nate, it's Orange Blossom Day.
What's an orange blossom? I don't even.
Well,
is that like an apple
today
blossom?
is a day to enjoy orange blossoms for their
Oh.
aesthetic beauty. They're a very lovely flower.
Let me see.
They can be used in cooking, desserts, teas. They add a slight citrus flavor, Nate, to any dish.
Hold on. They're white.
Yes.
Well,
They're beautiful and they're serene.
why is it called an orange blossom if it's white?
Oh my.
This is ridiculous.
Good. I don't know. I heard cherry blossoms are white too.
I don't know what's going on in the world today.
I think there's
But
a white blossom that's purple.
Oh, no. Let's look.
What?
Looking up white blossom.
Oh, I don't. Just made that up.
They're white. White blossoms are white.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't think that's a real thing. Actually, when I searched for white blossom,
Got a porn site?
cherry blossom.
Oh. They're lovely. Cherry blossoms are too. All right. We live in central Michigan, right?
Mid Michigan, even though that's a
We're
lie.
the mid of the mitt.
That's a lie, but that's fine.
We're not really. I mean, Midland would be closer, wouldn't it? Midland.
No, St. Louis, Michigan. They have a sign in one of their
It's a
city parks.
there's
that
a
says
geographic
it's
center,
the
and then
geographic center of the Lower Peninsula.
Oh.
Because if you know anything about Michigan,
we have an
it's
upper
got a
peninsula,
Lower Peninsula and an Upper Peninsula.
and that is like Gaylord or something, isn't it?
What
It's
the
a
Upper
little
Peninsula?
farther north for the geographic center of the whole
Oh,
state.
the whole state, probably farther north.
Anyways,
People say I'm going up north, and they go to Saginaw.
guess what got hit and killed by a car in Lansing, Michigan?
A bear?
That's a good guess.
Yeah,
Makes
a
sense.
Wolverine. Because
Ooh,
you know
even better.
our state is stocked full of Wolverines.
We don't have any Wolverines except over in Ann Arbor and spattered around the country.
and you always find them digging through your trash.
Yeah, well, it's a U of M. Oh, boy. Michigan State Rose Bowl champions,
In
2014.
2014. I mean, it's been 6 years.
What'd you do for me today?
5 years, whatever. What was hitting Lansing, Michigan, Brian?
An alligator.
Yeah. You know what?
And killed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think alligators can really take a truck
No.
too well.
Best part is he had a name.
Well, no, that's actually the worst part.
Why?
I mean, the good news is it's not the Grand River alligators that I've been hearing about.
Right, or the sewer alligators.
Yeah. But it had a name, which means it was a pet,
It was a pet.
which is sad.
20 years they had this thing.
Yeah, 21.
Oh, excuse me. Call me a liar for a year.
Okay.
You dink. His name was
Oh, Wally Gator.
Wally Gator.
Alligator, Walligator.
But before that,
So sad.
because of all the rain, we figured he flooded from Louisiana
That's what
up
I
to,
figured.
to Michigan. And then when the waters receded like the Great Flood, he got stuck in Lansing, of all places.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get stuck in Lansing.
I haven't. That's why he darted out into traffic. I haven't heard why or how we got loose. If it was intentional or.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're fast. They can be fast.
Oh, those alligators are fast. You can't catch those alligators. They'll run you down.
Man, I don't. Poor thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go online
All
and
right,
see the
let's
picture.
move on. Yeah, you can.
It's a bad picture. It's graphic.
They probably don't get that on the news like in Louisiana.
No, it's like
much.
a possum up here.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
We had a news story for every opossum that was hit.
Opossum, oh my lord. All right. Do you want to go into some politics?
Yep.
And some White House stuff?
Yep.
Does the name Stephanie Grisham mean anything to you?
Grisham does, but
Yeah. That's a...
related?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Well, oh no. Well, maybe. The one Grisham we know is in Texas. She's from Arizona.
That's close to Texas.
It's right next door.
It's near the equator.
No, it's not right next door. It's separated by New Mexico. What am I thinking?
You're not.
She's going to be apparently the new press secretary, and she was also going to be She was going to have another title, and I can't remember what it was. Information officer, maybe. And anyway, she's been with she's been with Trump since 2015. She helped in his campaign. She's from Arizona.
Wow.
She's an Arizona native. She's a single mom. She loves Trump. Very tough. She was the first lady, Melania Trump's spokesperson. Melania.
It's really not that difficult. It's been 3.5 years. I think you could
the
figure
first
out her
lady.
name.
I'll just say the first lady.
Thanks.
Who she's worked for 2.5 years.
Melania.
She's one of the few remaining original staffers that worked with his campaign. She's not afraid to tangle with the press.
Yep.
Let's see. She was also deputy press secretary for a while under Sean Spicer.
Cool.
I thought I had some more stuff, but I guess she's protected the first lady, Melania.
Took a bullet for her.
Remember when she wore that jacket that said something like, "I don't care" or something?
Yep.
It was, she jumped up and defended her. I think she's as tough as an alligator.
Like Sarah Sanders.
We'll see.
Sarah
Huckabee. So we'll see how she does. I hope they have a press conference soon. Donald's at the G20, or is it 21 now, or 22? I don't know. One of the G meetings. Meeting with his buddy, Putin. People are talking about that.
I forgot about Sean Spicer.
Yeah.
He didn't last very long.
They
usually don't.
Last week, Iran shot down a drone.
Yeah, they did, and we were going to retaliate, but then we didn't.
Yeah.
But we did, but kind of.
But since then, the Iranian president threw a bunch of insults to the White House and to the Trump administration, and saying they were delusional and mentally ill and all kinds of nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it really bothered Trump.
You think so?
No.
Yeah.
He was asked about, if we got into war with Iran, what would be our exit strategy? And he said, we won't need an exit strategy.
I mean, success?
Yeah.
Winning? I think the question is, are we going to go into Iran and be there for 20 years?
Yeah, I hope not.
Right. I think that's why they were asking about the
Right.
exit strategy.
I'd rather go for, 20 days.
Yeah, or not at all.
Oh, I'm all for not having a war, yeah. I'm old enough that I can see the insanity, the inhumanity of war.
Yeah, well, okay.
The babies and the
Not
mamas.
sure what that means.
The old people and the young people. Can't we just all get along, Nate?
What if we gave the babies guns?
Then they'd have a fighting chance.
There you go.
What kind of guns would we give them?
Baby guns.
Like Nerf guns?
Yeah, I think start them with Nerf guns.
Work them up to AKs?
I think that is the appropriate baby gun. Maybe
Well,
an
eventually. I'm not
maybe-
saying the first.
Maybe an AK pistol. It's a little easier to carry.
I'm
But
not saying the first day you give them that. But
day 3.
the day
At
I think the
least.
Nerf gun is a good idea. That's what I did with my daughter. Worked her up.
Teach her how to shoot people that are behind the couch, or coming around the corner
did.
from the bathroom.
Actually, I lined up like stuffed animals and stuff, and we made a blind underneath the kitchen table, and she knocked them over in the living room.
Her stuffed animals.
Yeah,
That explains some
they were like
things.
deer and elk and buffalo. Communists.
You see this one? Yeah. You don't need a license for this one.
A couple of Karl Marx dolls. Shot them up.
You can't find a good plush Karl Marx anymore.
Yeah. You know what? We should market those.
I don't. Oh, you can actually.
Damn it!
Walmart. Walmart.com. 1890. Karl Marx.
Are you kidding me?
Little thinker.
Little Thinker. That's what it's called, or that's the name of the site?
No, it's Walmart.
Oh my goodness!
It's a little Karl Marx,
really
little thinker plush doll.
Oh my goodness!
I might get one.
Have it hanging from a helicopter?
No, this is hilarious.
Yeah. Somebody's done it.
I might actually get one
Is that Amazon? See where it's ranked. Probably ranked number 1.
for ages 7 and up.
Well, of course, 7 and up, yeah. Can't start those little communists.
Yep, same one on Amazon here.
Can't start those young communists too young.
Whoa, it's $50 on Amazon.
Ooh, somebody's screwing somebody. That's not very communist.
Yeah, it's not. I thought this should have been everybody's plush doll.
Yeah, it should have been free with a can of soup. It'd be big in Argentina.
This is funny.
All right, so
Oh, this one's ugly, but it's only $9.
oh, it's a different one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's not very good.
It looks like a skinny Santa Claus.
But I can get this one.
that was funny.
Yeah, it does.
You put a little red. Pants
Well,
and
Santa becomes skinny under communism.
we could have a fat Santa and him before communism and after
There
communism.
you go. That's funny.
That would be funny.
Well,
Brilliant.
I might buy one.
Let's do it. We could have it here on the show. Put it on the. We can put it right here. Why not?
It's not even in frame
It isn't.
for the video that we're going to put on our YouTube channel.
I don't know. Damn dogs.
I know.
Lithuanian dogs are the worst.
They really are the worst. All right, let's move on. I'm done
All
with
right.
Karl
Speaking
Marx.
of Trump,
Speaking of Karl Marx,
don't spit on people.
yeah, why did Donald Trump do that?
Eric Trump said last Tuesday he was spat on by an employee at a Chicago area restaurant. Quote, "It was purely a disgusting act by somebody who clearly has emotional problems."
Okay.
Chicago Police Department was on the scene and were assisted by the Secret Service, who takes the lead, by the way, because he's a protected person. They're going to investigate. I don't know what they're going to do. It'll be interesting. You think they'll charge him?
Yeah, I do. I think
Okay.
they will. If there's evidence.
People have to stop doing that. That's the same thing as the milkshake crap, where you can go up and assault people because you disagree with their ideas, their politics, or whatever.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
You should never do it.
Ever.
One, and then two, you should definitely never do it to somebody who has Secret Service protection.
Yeah, and has a lot of money.
Because I'm thinking it's not going to be a simple assault.
Now, downtown, you have to pay extra for the girls to spit on you, but that's consensual. That's not walking down the street and just getting spit on. All right. Nothing? Got nothing?
No, nothing.
Okay.
It's totally inappropriate.
I know. You know what happened?
Do you like my my little Yeti tumbler?
Not at all.
Why?
How can you afford Yeti? That's like the Cadillac Lexus of drinking.
Who said I could afford it?
Okay.
Making payments.
You would have to. Arctic is the one that people are buying now because it's just about as good and it's a lot cheaper.
Really? Is it pro-gun? I'm also wearing Levi.
I don't know.
Levi Strauss jeans.
No, you're not. Take those off right now.
Got my NRA card in my pocket. It's going full anti.
So there's a little battle going on in your pants right now between the NRA.
No. I'm saying they're basically on the same side.
Oh, boom! Where is it?
You see, Chris Cox
He's gotten
resigned.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I saw a story. I saw a story that said NRA employees got an email that said he was resigning.
Oh, he gets paid regardless. He has a thing in the contract that he gets paid
Even if he quits?
even if he quits or gets fired for like 2 or
Jeez.
3 years, something like that.
Yep. Okay, now I'm seeing it now in a bunch of places.
Wow.
Gone.
Attempted to overthrow the NRA.
Chris Cox?
Yeah,
Did he?
that was the reason he was accused. They found emails of him talking about conspiracy with Ollie North. Well, at least that's what I read.
Oh. Well, it was the whole thing with Ackerman.
But
McQueen
that
or
was
whatever,
it
right?
was all part of that. Right?
Wow.
Because I think that's when they found out that Wayne LaPierre was, spending a lot of money inappropriately on interns and.
Did he resign?
Oh no.
Weird.
No.
He's still got those interns to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford them without the NRA salary.
He was paying for apartments for them.
I know.
All right. Last night and tonight at the end of our show at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time will be the second Democratic debate. Right?
Yes.
I didn't watch it. I listened to some highlights and stuff, and they were asked like the most pressing issues facing the country, and they almost all agreed that climate change is, and then China, and then Blasio. He must hate Russians. Said Russia was because they interfere with our democracy.
Yeah. Democracy.
And they all kind of said, too, and I have dumbasses in my notes, that while the economy is great and everything's wonderful, it's only helping the rich because when the economy is good, only the rich benefit. Nobody else does, Nate.
Well, they would know.
Nobody else does.
They would know, right?
The Democrats would?
Yeah. But, well, no,
Or
some of them that were
individually.
up there, de Blasio. Tonight's the good one, though, right? Well, no, Bernie Sanders was...
No. Tonight's
Tonight?
the first string.
It was chosen randomly,
Oh,
Brian.
no, it wasn't.
Random.
JVs were on last night.
It was random.
There were some technical issues with sound
which
and
was
some
interesting.
feed over. They could hear the
Well,
producers
they
talking.
forgot to mute the mics of the whatever they were that were up before, the real moderators, the associates, correspondents.
Trump had
They were basically in the break room in the back talking.
smack. Doing smack, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Trump tweeted a one-word description of the debate. Boring.
Probably right. I didn't watch it.
Lot of Spanish talky. As a couple of candidates answered questions. Well, they dodging the question in two languages.
It's interesting.
Beto wants no borders, or at least no crime to come into the United States. We shouldn't make criminals out of people that just want to come into our country. They didn't all agree on that. He was the only one that was going to go that far.
Yeah. He's got no shot.
No, none of them on there. The only one they might is the guy that I hate the most.
De Blasio?
No, the dark-skinned, bald-headed man.
I don't. Who's that?
You know, I can't think of his name now. I don't even like to say his name.
Cory Booker?
Yes! Oh!
You don't like him?
No, I don't like him.
Why?
He's a communist.
They're all communists.
No, but he's more so. Those communists kind of used to be afraid to say it. Now they're proud of it.
So you think he won the debate then?
I don't know who won it. I don't know. I don't think anybody did. I'm just saying that he was the one that got most Googled after the show. And there was the moderate Republican female that was, I think, the second or something.
I thought she was top Google.
Oh, maybe it was.
Which doesn't really
It was.
mean anything.
No, because if it's like, who the hell is that? I'm gonna look that up. I don't even know who the hell that is.
Exactly. You're not going to Google, Hillary Clinton.
And I read an article said that she got the only negative debate because she was homophobic 15 or 16 years ago when she was young, and she's already addressed that and said, listen, I've learned a lot in my years as I matured as an adult, and I don't have those feelings now, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Which is a perfectly legitimate thing.
First of all, it is legitimate, but only Democrats can do that.
That's a good point.
Hillary Clinton did the same thing.
That's true.
Barack Obama did the same thing. I don't know about homophobic.
Well, they actually murdered people, I think, and got away with it.
Clinton.
Well, all of them.
I don't know about Obama. He
Yeah.
seems like a nice guy. I don't think he would.
No.
Nah. An NBC analyst.
Listen, he wasn't even born in the United States. He was born in Hawaii.
No.
What?
Kenya.
No, he was born out of the
it was
United
a
States.
joke. I get it. Yeah, hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
Funny.
I'm
That
so
was
funny.
That was real funny.
It was a little funny.
There was an analyst on NBC, Jonathan Allen, I think. He said Donald Trump actually won the first debate.
Oh.
So.
Well, what I liked was I heard there was a drinking game during the debate that you had to take a drink anytime the word impeached was said,
Oh boy.
or legalize marijuana, or Trump. So everybody had to be snockered by the end of the debate.
Is legalizing pot actually much of an issue anymore?
I think they want to do it nationally and get it over with.
I know they want to, but I don't.
Well, I don't think it's a
see,
major
the
issue.
big push like I used to.
Well, listen, you don't want to
The
get too
states
drunk.
are doing it.
If they just mention it once in a while, you can.
I got you.
have a
Well, they
little
probably
party.
said Trump a lot.
And impeach.
I mean, Trump is like, if you pick Trump as your drinking game trigger, that's a death sentence.
yeah.
Totally.
That's from alcohol poisoning. Ugh.
Well, I'm going to vote for one of them.
I'll probably vote too. I think I'm going to absentee vote because I'm old enough now.
You don't have to be old enough, do you? Isn't it?
Well, I know, but there's no questions asked after 60.
I thought that went away.
Oh, I don't know. Is it state by state?
I think it's state by state, but
Oh,
I think
I thought you had to have some kind of reason to get one, but maybe that changed. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay,
It-
damn it! So
I'm
I got
pretty
old
sure-
for nothing.
I could be wrong. Hold on.
No, you're always right.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Qualify for absentee ballot in Michigan.
Oh, should I type that into the
Yeah, I
machine?
would Google that.
Right into the machine.
Yeah, into the machine, as my mother calls computers. Look that up on your machine. She's not wrong.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thank you. What did it say? Brian's right.
Yeah.
Stick that, Nate. That's a good website. Yeah, what, you got to be 60 with
I thought there was. Well,
maybe they're trying to get it.
there's not. You have to sign an affidavit according to this. This is from 2018, but I thought I could. I never mind.
Anybody can get one, but I thought you had to have some kind of, like, I'm going to be out of town or I'm deployed or something like that.
Maybe it's online registration
sick.
that I'm thinking about.
I don't know. All I know is that Texas sent 1,000 National Guard members to the border. There's already some there because they're saying it's more and more of a crisis. They're there to assist the border. They're there. Abbott said there's an escalating crisis at the border, a crisis Congress is refusing to fix. He was flanked by the Lieutenant Governor and Brigadier General Tracy Norris, the Adjunct General of the Texas National Guard. Troops will have two roles to help as temporary holding facilities for single adult migrants, not children, in the Rio Grande Valley and in El Paso, and to help Border Patrol units along ports of entry. He said, don't worry, the federal government will pay 100% cost for this short-term mission,
Wow.
which will roughly double the number of guardsmen already there. That'll help.
All right, so here we go. This is Detroit Free Press from May 6th, 2019. No need for an excuse to get an absentee ballot. Any registered voter can now vote by absentee ballot without having to provide an excuse.
Okay, so you were right. Wait, date?
This was from May of this year.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
Sweet. Bummer.
Damn.
No, you're not.
I got old for nothing.
You're not special.
Oh, I'm special. My mother had me tested.
All right.
Did you happen to see the melancholy, the emotional, the raw photographs of AOC
Yeah,
peering into the caged children?
I would have
with
been sad.
tears on in her eyes and
Yeah.
looks of anguish on her face.
I did see it. It was very sad.
It was moving.
It was moving.
Yeah. And except for her, $600 watch she was wearing, her clean white clothes. Come on. And her freshly applied makeup.
They were wearing white clothes on purpose.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're still fresh and clean. Better than the poor children were, oh, wait, there wasn't anybody on the other side.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a gate
that's
to a
the
parking
kicker.
lot that you
Yeah.
were looking at. And
which
when
is
you,
hilarious.
When you drew back and took a picture of the overall scene, they're looking at cars driving away. There's no kids. There's nothing there. It was all staged, and it was taken over a year ago by a professional photographer who was taking pictures. And the pictures
Oh,
were
how did we know that?
because he came out and said it. They're copyrighted,
Oh, wow.
and they're on some photo
Stock photo
stock
sites?
photo sites.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize that.
yeah.
How do you get an absentee ballot? You can
Jesus.
get them
I
from county, township, or city clerks, or michigan.gov/vote.
That's great. I like going there.
They have
in
to be
person.
signed and received by 8 p.m. on Election Day. We're getting questions. I'm trying to
I'm
provide
sorry.
a service
Okay, what? You didn't
to the
say
community.
That. You didn't say some of our listeners.
Doesn't
were-
matter.
No, it does.
When I talk, you just need to stop, be quiet, and then when I'm done, then you can continue. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. I have to get a new driver's license. Now in Michigan, you can go. I think 8 years. You have to renew it every 4 years, but you can go 8 years without having to go in. And then after that, you have to go in because they get a new photograph and see if you're still alive and all that.
Yep.
And
Check your eyes.
do they? I don't know what they do.
I think so.
So I got one of those, and I got to go in. And so
The dot always shows up on both sides.
I just go left, right, front, back. I can see in the back of my head. So my wife, who I love dearly, said, "Well, make an appointment because you know how DMV is." Oh yeah,
DMV? We don't have a DMV.
yeah.
Where are you from? Indiana?
No, Indiana wants me though, but I can't go back there now.
Right.
So I said, "Great." I get online and I get ready to text an appointment, and it says, "No days available. Get out of here."
Well, where were you trying to make the appointment? The Secretary of State that got shot?
It's a website.
I understand, but you have to pick a location.
No, you don't. It just comes up and says, you're going to text it in, and you put in your phone number, and then it automatically will go to where you want to go, and all it said was, there are no days available.
How does it automatically go where you want to go?
I think it brings up a screen of where you can make your
You
appointment.
have to choose. Okay. That system's been broken. Wasn't that the new Secretary of State put that in, right?
I don't know,
You could,
but
I mean, because I've made appointments before, back when there was a Republican in charge of things.
lots of people did because I read the reviews at at the one I had to go to,
Yeah.
and they said, even with an appointment, I waited an hour.
Oh, yeah. When
So
I made an
I'm
appointment,
going-
I had to go in and wait in an hour-long line
Yeah.
to check in.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to drive 30 miles north to the small town north of where I live,
That's a good choice.
and they get like 7 people a day.
It really,
So it should
really,
be a lot
if you
faster.
go at an odd time like 10 a.m., they're all okay.
I got to see if it's open
I
on Saturday.
fairly off.
It might not be. The
Yeah,
one I'm
I don't
thinking
think that. I don't think it is.
of. Damn it!
I think the one that got shot is, and that's the one I go to a lot.
Which one's that?
Lansing.
Well, there's only one that I'm aware of. Well, there might be one on the west side of town. I'm the one that's on near East Lansing by Frandor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it got shot up.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, geez, where have you been?
I don't know. Lithuania.
Were you in their parking lot playing with your firearm?
I'm not going to answer any more questions.
It was a lot less dramatic. It was a single bullet hit the window. I think it was some dude shooting at another dude outside. But it was at like 11 a.m., like prime time to go there.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe I'll try to go.
You should watch the
on
news once in a
Saturday.
while.
News scares me.
I know.
Okay, stage photographs about the poor children in concentration camps. We get employers
Oh, geez.
from the online retailer Wayfair.
I mean, are we just skipping the break? We just blowing right through it
Oh,
today?
well, let's do the break.
Okay.
Okay, I was trying to
Because I've been working hard over here. I'm
I know,
tired.
you're not even doing anything.
I need
over
a
there,
break.
All right, so trivia question: who was the first U.S. president to ride a railroad train?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Is that it?
yeah, that's it.
All right. We'll be right back.
Lock it in and rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio. My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
You know advertising works, and as you listen to this right now, so are others. Advertising on the internet is a proven way to get your message out there. So if you have a business or some message you want to get out, why not advertise on At Odds? Our rates are reasonable, and we can create and record an ad for you at no charge. If you already have a 15, 30, or 60-second audio ad, we can play it on our show. At Odds can be heard on Red State Talk Radio, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and you can watch it on our YouTube channel. You can mail us at talk@oddshow.com, and we can discuss and personalize an ad campaign for you today.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At Odds. The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. And it's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds Show,
And we know you do.
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color.
So support our show. Check out the great prices at chugdug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
What was the question?
Who was the first president to ride a railroad train?
Okay, so
Sadly, I don't know the year he did it.
just like every time you have a presidential question, we had 45 guesses.
All right. What are some of them?
Thomas Jefferson,
Right century.
William Harding,
Wrong century.
Ronald Taft,
Ronald Taft.
Abraham Lincoln,
Right century.
Benjamin Franklin.
That's a little closer.
Benjamin Franklin,
Was not a president.
George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, Donald Trump, Barack Obama,
Okay.
George Bush.
This president was born in 1767
Oh, that helps. Benjamin Franklin.
and died in 1845, so it was
Okay.
before then. He was an American soldier and statesman who served as the 7th President of the United States from 1829 to 1837. Of course, we're talking about Andrew Jackson. Ba-bum. His father died when before he was born, left his mother a widow and him an orphan. He and his brother were captured as boys by the British. Jackson refused to shine a British officer's shoes and was struck with a sword and left scars on his face and arm. So was his younger brother. They nearly starved and contracted smallpox as prisoners.
Those anti-vaxxers.
Somehow, his mother got them released, and they had to walk 40 miles back home, whereupon the brother died when they got home. His mother nursed soldiers with cholera, and she died, leaving Jackson an orphan at 14. He had a hell of a life. If you read about Jackson, an interesting guy. Did you know he had 3 adopted children?
No, I had no idea.
2 of them were Native Americans.
Weird.
The other one was his brother-in-law's kid. It was his sister's husband, and I don't know if something happened to her maybe. No, his wife's brother, I'm sorry. And he took care of a bunch of kids. Had a hell of a temper. He claimed he used it for effect, that he really wasn't mad, probably like Trump. On this day, Nate, in 1950, as history may repeat itself, Harry S. Truman announced that he was ordering U.S. air and naval forces to South Korea to aid that country in repulsing an invasion by communist North Korea. Truman deployed the U.S. 7th Fleet to Taiwan to guard against invasion by communist China. And he ordered an accelerated, listen to this, 1950, an accelerated military aid to the French forces fighting the communists in Vietnam, which, you know, escalated into a little brouhaha in Southeast Asia in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Brouhaha.
I'm done.
Good.
Employees at Wayfair said they're going to walk out because...
Not said, they did.
Because Wayfair sold a bunch of stuff to the Department of Health and Human Services to help stock the detention centers, which actually would improve their lot with new stuff. They're going to build a new facility. And they said, that's wrong. We're not going to do that. We want a code of ethics that empowers Wayfair and its employees to act in accordance with our core values.
Mm-hmm.
Senior management said, screw you, we're going to deal with the government. We honor our contracts. And
well, so it was
everything is legal. And
it was a contract with a nonprofit that runs the detention centers. It was like $200,000, and it was to supply new furniture, which seems like a good thing, right? I mean, I see the sign I just saw said, a prison with a bed is still a prison.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, very clever.
I missed something, because getting into that contract where they're trying to build more facilities, AOC defied her party and voted against a bill to provide $4.5 billion in emergency border funding that would improve the conditions of the children. So it's crap. Her excuse was throwing more money at the very organizations committing human rights abuses, and the very administration directing these human rights abuses is not a solution.
Yep.
What a moron.
Yeah.
She thinks she's taking the high road, and she's cutting her nose to spite her face.
No, it's not her nose.
Well,
it's immigrant children's noses in their food and their beds. And I just don't... Wayfair is not going to do it, but I'd have a real hard time, continuing employment for these people.
I would too, yeah.
I own the company. You walked out for, apparently you don't want to do the job, because we're talking $200,000, which goes to pay your salary to work at a business that makes furniture.
It's blood money, Nate. They can't take blood money.
It's not. It isn't.
Well, even if it is, they have a choice by not working there.
Yep. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Let them walk and keep going.
Absolutely. Yeah, and they want Well, if we're going to go through with the contract, then you need to donate all of the proceeds from the contract to help to RISA, which is a racist group. That's where they want it donated. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what will actually happen. Wayfair says they're...
Well, why wouldn't they? I mean, they would go through with it. Why not?
Yeah. Does Wayfair actually manufacture?
I don't know what they do.
Or do they just... I'm not sure if they actually
just market
manufacture it or just sell it.
Excuse me. While you're looking that up, I'm going to talk about the American women's soccer co-captain, Megan Rapinoe.
Who? I'm not looking at it.
Right.
Anymore. I mean, I think this would be a big deal if she visited you.
She said, and I say, who the F cares what she does?
Yeah.
I'm not planning to go to the White House if we win the World Cup.
Oh, no.
She said, I'm not going to the effing White House.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to the White House. We're not going to be invited. I doubt it.
But wait. She's not going because she's not getting an invite?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Guess where she was when they won last time?
Oh, I don't know. Where?
She was at the White House with Obama. Imagine that.
Weird. But also, who cares?
Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Do you know how much she makes playing professional soccer? Approximately? Like $160,000 a year. But she makes millions.
20% less than her male counterparts.
Probably. And she makes a lot of money doing endorsements.
Who cares?
But who cares if she doesn't want to go to the White House? That's her prerogative. Isn't that a good word? Prerogative.
No, it's not. And
it's an excellent word. Very excellent.
It's
definitely
misused a lot. Like
well,
when you say that.
That's
right
your
now.
prerogative.
Again.
I don't know what you're saying.
I was saying that I've always thought that parading winning sports teams through the White House is kind of weird. I mean, it's an excuse for the president to get to meet them and hang out with them, get photo opportunities.
If they're cool.
She's not.
I mean, I would do that if it was Wilt Chamberlain.
And he won, like, a basketball tournament?
Yeah, he won many, with the Lakers. Do you even know who Wilt Chamberlain was?
Why do you think I would have said basketball?
Lucky guess?
No. Out of all the sports.
Oh, there's only 3 sports.
I know. Basketball?
And soccer isn't one of them.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, boy. All right. I love this. I love Arby's.
Me too.
They've made a hell of a comeback in the last 10 or 15 years because they were really going downhill a long time ago, and it was not good.
Well, they weren't hip. They became very not hip.
Well, but their food was limited. It wasn't very good. You know, it was as simple. You had the sliced processed turkey, you had sliced processed beef, and on a bun. Well, now they started, making all these gourmet deli-style sandwiches and really have remarketed themselves. And they have one of my favorite voice actors, H. John Benjamin, doing the crazy guy. He does Archer's voice, and he does Bob from Bob's Burgers. I love watching Bob's Burger reruns and then seeing his commercial come on, during the show. I don't know why. Anyways, they're saying screw Burger King with their Impossible Burger. Is that it? Impossible?
Impossible, which is
a vegan burger. They've come out with Merits. They're coming out with
vegetables.
Megatables or meatables or something. They've created a product that looks like a carrot, apparently tastes like a carrot, that's made from meat.
Yeah, it looks disgusting.
And they've done it for marketing, and they've done it to troll Burger King. But they say they're coming out with more.
All right.
And their new slogan is, "We have the meats," to a whole new level, right? The Merit is the first of their meatables.
Do you remember the roast burger?
At Arby's?
Yeah. It was probably 5 years ago or something.
Sounds familiar.
I've missed that. It was so good. I mean, it was basically a cheeseburger, but with roast beef instead of hamburger.
So they had lettuce, tomato.
and all that. Oh, man.
That would be good.
It's real good.
I'm going to a great diner tomorrow with my wife.
Oh, the one in your town opened up?
No. We're going to help a family member, and I'll give them a plug. It's the Choo Choo Diner right next to the railroad track.
How'd they come up with the name?
I don't know. I think the guy's Hispanic. Willie Choo Choo. I don't know.
Okay.
Great food at a great price. Love going there. Even my wife, who's picky, goes there. Good hamburgers.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
I forgot to eat dinner.
Ooh, that's not good. Dinner's your third most important meal.
I know, and I don't usually skip it.
All right, let's see.
Got like 3 minutes.
Okay, well, so
Talk about the NRA.
Yeah, the NRA has shut down the NRA TV. Kind of, because they didn't really have control of it, because it's the advertising agency that they're suing each other actually ran and operated it. So Dana Loesch and who's the other guy that with the beard?
Didn't Chris Cox have a show?
He might have had a show, but the other guy has had one for 15 years.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
I can't
now.
remember his name either.
He didn't have us on a show when we were at the NRA convention.
That's right.
We wanted to plug our book, My Parents Open Carry, and
we talked to him. What was his name?
We did.
Something not important.
Something in company.
Cam. He is as important to us as we are to him.
Right. He's out of work. So will what's his name? The black guy.
Starts with a C.
He's Colin Neor or whatever. Colin.
Yeah, that's
Neor.
it. Yeah.
He's an attorney.
Noir.
And
yeah. He's an attorney?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, at least he's got a lot of degrees.
I love
I don't know if
attorneys.
he's practicing.
So what about it?
He had an NRA.
Yeah, I mean,
spot too,
it's
so.
it's sad for those people, but it's a stupid move by the NRA. Brilliant move by Ackerman McQueen, the advertising agency.
Right.
They're like, what you need to do is you need to start your own media company, which is absolutely true for every company. That's what you need to do. And they're like, but hey, we'll own it. Don't worry. It'll be fine until we learn some dirt on you and then you sue us.
Yeah. That's nice.
Stinking NRA.
We got a minute? How much we have?
Like a minute.
Okay.
So say stuff fast.
There's a George Washington High School in San Francisco plans to erase a 13-panel mural of George Washington.
Yeah.
Because it shows...
It's intimidating.
It shows historical paintings of slaves and Native Americans, and it distresses people. So they want to get rid of it. Now, if they want to paint over it, it's going to cost $600,000.
It's worth it. It's worth every penny.
If you want to hide it behind paneling and not destroy it, then it's $875,000. Or hide it behind a curtain, which is $300,000.
How big is it again?
It's pretty big. It's 13 panels.
Panels of what?
And it's historical scenes, murals.
I'll paint it
for $50.
Half that.
Yeah. Anyways, it has depictions of slaves and Native Americans, and that's just terrible.
Well, I don't think you mentioned the option of curtains, did you?
I did. $300,000 for curtains.
That's cheap. That's good. That's good. I think you could go to like Blindster.com.
So it's George Washington High School, and they want to paint over George Washington. It's just brilliant.
Oh,
when's it going to end? This political correctness.
It'll end when we've erased all signs of history and then start repeating it again.
Mm-hmm. That's usually what happens.
Yeah. So.
All right. Anything else? I can do a joke.
No, you can't.
That's true.
Hey, I just did one. All right, go for it.
I'm glad I know sign language. It's pretty handy. Ooh. Got a little laugh.
Do you have any more jokes?
I thought we were out of time.
Oh, no, we've got 3 minutes.
Oh, you lying son of a... I don't want to use all my
Just
best
kidding. We
jokes
got, like,
here.
20 seconds, that's all. But
I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. That's it. I'm not going to do any more.
Okay. I think we're out of time, though. I think we'll be back next week.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Hope I'm
I have
not
to
dead.
remember how to end this. I think I learned from...
Did you learn from last week? We have a new board.
All right. See you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.